For a good man to still exist, they will immediately shine throughout.
The leading cause of death for pregnant women is homicide by an intimate partner.
Don't let people lowball you because of your race, especially.
Go to a club with just women tonight and we gonna have a ball. We gonna drink, we finna dance.
Without a question.
We gonna all have on flats.
I always travel with a lot of stuff that just can't fit in a carry-on.
Like what?
My makeup bag, my toiletry bag, takes up a lot of space. I really don't know why.
But why not just like put the makeups you know you're gonna use in like a smaller bag and just use that?
Sounds like a good idea until I actually need some shit that I didn't pack. So might as well just take the whole thing.
For me, it's not worth checking the bag. I want to walk off the plane and straight to
But
my ride.
it's also like the bags and the shoes as well. Like my clothes, I could definitely fit my clothes into a carry-on. Just roll that shit up. That's easy. But I always bring multiple shoes, multiple bags.
I need one shoe every third outfit.
You know what? I tried to travel like that when I did a solo trip to Miami. I was there for 2 days. 2 days.
It's a backpack.
Hold on. I was there for 2 days for my birthday. So I was like, Amanda.
Oh, I think I remember when you went over there for that trip. Yeah.
I was like, you don't need that much stuff. Right? I didn't have that many shoes. I brought clothes for different occasions because I didn't have any like set plans. And I tried minimizing my makeup. Ended up in Miami with 0 lip glosses doing that.
So would you go to CVS and bought a $3
I actually
lip
did
gloss?
it. I didn't.
Right.
I had chapstick and that
were
was
good.
going to have to do. I think specifically I was using Blistex because that was the shiniest chapstick that I had. So
Thank God you have a nice face.
I know. Thank God, right?
Like, I mean, it could be much worse. I'm just saying. I don't know. I got a bunch of makeup, but for the most part, I don't put a lot on, you know?
I was actually just thanking God that I have a nice face. Not like literally, but I was just like, geez, I have
like,
a good face. Like I have a good face. I went to, over the weekend, that paint and powder party that you asked me if it was in New York.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It looked like Juve.
Yeah, it's like a Juve party.
Okay.
But I don't wear any makeup there because you're going there to get dirty. But people do. People put on like a face full of makeup. I guess just try to like cutesy up themselves even though they know they're gonna get dirty. And I'm like, I don't think that there's any point in that. Maybe like, I guess to take pictures or whatever. But
maybe before all the action happens.
I was taking pictures, but I was like, oh my gosh, my face card is so T. I didn't even need I was like,
not mad at it.
You need the makeup.
You better thank your mama. Not mad at it.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about some hot topics. Cardi B's trial. So a Los Angeles jury found Cardi B not liable in a $24 million civil suit.
$24 million.
Right. Brought on by a former security guard. Do you know the basics of the case of what occurred?
I do, because I've been seeing this trial all over the internet and I just had to see what it was about.
Can you give Aaron like the background of what happened?
So basically she went into a doctor's appointment. I think her first pregnancy.
Yeah, this occurred in 2018.
Yeah, this was 2018. Apparently she had just found out she was pregnant. And was she in New York?
She was in Los Angeles.
Oh, this was Los Angeles?
Saturday.
Oh, that was LA where this happened?
So she was not familiar with that doctor. That was her first time going there. So she told her security, you don't have to come up with me, because she did not want anybody to know that she was pregnant yet. Let's just start off with that because she wanted her privacy. She goes up into the building, goes up the escalator, gets on the doctor floor. The security guard is on the phone saying, oh my gosh, it's Cardi B. And, she starts walking fast. She turns around because she feels the security guard following her. And now the security guard is recording her. And she was just like, yo, like, why are you following me? Or like, aren't you supposed to be security? Do your job. Like, you're not supposed to be recording me.
And I'm sure she was super New York about it.
Right. But she did stop. She kept recording her. So Cardi, being Cardi, stopped and now she's arguing because
You don't get your stupid ass out my face, you ugly bitch.
so they caused the ruckus in the doctor's office. People started coming out their office. What's going on?
It was in the building or actually in the doctor's office?
Okay, no, in the building.
Okay.
Probably like in the waiting area.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Like the vestibule area, whatever.
It was a Saturday, they said, and that most of the people were off obviously on Saturday. He has Saturday hours.
Gotcha.
But it's limited, so I think it was just him and his secretary.
Yeah.
The secretary heard all the ruckus. And she
Secretary
came
was
out.
a witness to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the security.
Didn't the secretary get accosted too?
I think she got assaulted
By
by the security guard.
yes, right. Okay, I heard
Scratch or
that. Yep.
something.
Yeah. So the security is now claiming that Cardi hit her, scratched her with her nails, and left
spat on her.
and spat on her. And she said it left a mark on her cheek that she had to go get cosmetic surgery. So now she was
Not cosmic.
Cosmetic.
cosmetic surgery. What is cosmic?
Stars and
The universe.
universe.
Y'all know what I mean.
I don't know. I thought it was some shit I didn't know about. Like some new shit. Cosmic surgery. My bad. Go ahead.
So she's suing Cardi for how much? I never even knew how much.
24 million.
24 million.
The fact that this went to trial is wild.
No, honestly, I was actually very amused by the facts of this trial because I was like, how did it even get this far?
I'm shocked myself.
But
a scratch.
it was actually funny as hell. But she took no pictures of this scratch she allegedly got. But for the surgery, because they brought in the doctor that did
Right.
her surgery, he had to take before and after pictures. And the before picture that he used to show
There was nothing there.
nothing. That the securities lawyer was, I don't want to say funny, but very much an imbecile.
Oh, really?
His questioning was so, I don't even know how he prepared this, honestly. He says, do you think that she's bigger than you? Cardi's like, yeah.
She did that?
That's one of the memes of her in this trial is her going like this, like, what do you think? You look at her. Like, what? I was just like, yeah, that was stupid question. He was asking stupid questions to me.
I heard he asked something about her wigs. Like,
Yes.
because she did have a new hair every day.
Yeah, I think she had like 3 different looks.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what was the what was he asking? Is this your real hair?
Yeah.
Is this just a different color? Did you color your own hair? I don't know, but I was just like, why are we asking about the wig?
You know what? I hope that is, a lesson to people who don't understand that, they're humans too. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
you do have, in my opinion, if you have fans, people that support you, there's a certain level of respect and grace that you should give them, because but for their support of you, you may not, be where you are. So I do think they should keep that in mind. But I also think that like people have to understand like how you find a person, like just walking down the street, going up to their doctor's office, you don't know what's going on with them. You don't know what's going on in their head, in their life. Like you have no idea. So like to like accost somebody, bum rush somebody with a camera
At a doctor's office.
at a doctor's office. You're clearly there for business. You're not going to have tea and biscuits.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I want to say people should be more reasonable in their pursuits, but it ain't common, child.
I already said, it's like she's letting you know, listen, I'm gracious. I'm not making her pay for my legal fees, but this is the last time. She says, you come after me, I'm letting you know I'm not going to settle. And next time, I'm going to have whoever comes at me with some nonsense, you're going to be responsible for these legal fees.
She better than me.
She could have.
I would have, baby.
She could have countersued.
I would have put them fees on her and a lien on her life. on her life. I would have put a lien on her life, because the thing is that you wasting this woman's time.
Yeah, that security was actually just really ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. It was
And she reached out to the secretary to help her sue Cardi,
right.
like to try to get her on her side. And the secretary was just like, "I'm not doing it. Leave me out of it."
That backfired because the secretary is the one that actually
Got hurt, right?
hurt. So they're like, you should sue her now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got up on that stand and said she did not spit on her.
Mm-hmm.
She was not touched. I was hurt.
I don't know. I think it's just people want paydays. But if you want a payday, like get a real case, you know, like actually have somebody hit you, have somebody there with a camera to capture it.
She
Like
saw Cardi B and she saw money signs.
the pictures of her face. Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she would have been better.
Yeah, she would have been better off.
I got
selling
pictures of Cardi at the OBGYN.
OBGYN.
Yeah.
You would have made a
She's
quick
so slow.
100. 24 million though? Come on.
I just want to know where that number came from.
24 million?
Like, it probably should have been like the jurisdictional number should have been like under 10,000, and it should have been in probably the, what is it called? A justice of the peace or something.
Oh.
No, Cardi should have put a lien on her life.
Lucky that Cardi really did not countersue and she's paying her own legal fees.
She better than me.
Yeah, she's so funny.
So next up, we're going to talk about the Florida school vaccine. State leaders announced plans to end all state vaccine mandates for children. What are your thoughts?
All states?
No, Florida.
So for their state.
Just for the state of Florida. They're ending all, because you know, like if you're going into public schools, children need to have vaccines, right? You need to have your immunization record before you enter school, unless for like religious purposes, you don't have to comply, but then you have to write a letter and show that.
And now you walking around with tuberculosis.
That is for religious purposes. You said tuberculosis.
Because, you know, not just like a couple years ago, I found out that tuberculosis is not eradicated everywhere. I didn't know that. I don't know if I was talking to a doctor or a friend or whatever, and they said something about TB. I said, people still get that? I thought it was done everywhere. I didn't know that it was, and it's in the air. So somebody cough and you're on a plane, and they from, say, somewhere like, apparently it's prevalent in India. You got that person on your plane, they cough, and you are unvaccinated, now you got TB.
Thinking it's done is crazy. But I often don't hear about kids having it, though.
Well, because, you know, you're vaccinated.
With Florida, they want to stop the mandate. And what's the reason?
Yeah, what's the reason?
That's their less government involvement in people's choices of what they do. And then
I don't understand
the whole conspiracy about a lot of these vaccines, quote unquote, cause a lot of developmental and intellectual issues and disabilities. Somehow the conspiracies have seeped into
exactly what that is.
I mean, you have to see, right?
Because is that proven? I know a lot of people do say that, but
no, none of this has been proven.
I feel like that needs to be proven in order to stop a mandate.
People think things are conspiracies when they don't know how stuff works. If you don't know that it took years and years and years of inoculation, is that what it's called? Multiple generations for these diseases to go away. It wasn't like one person got a shot and then it was done.
Right.
It was, just think about it, like your grandmother came up when polio was a thing. You know what I'm saying? When measles were a thing, when mumps were a thing. Like people, again, if you don't understand that it took years of progress in like giving people a vaccine, that this shit would still be here.
Because people don't see it. Like people don't see the devastation. Like people don't see the long-term impacts, the death, how it's going to just have like these just debilitating impacts on your life long-term. You don't see it. So when you don't see it for generation and generation and generation, And it's like,
It actually applies
does
to
it
a lot of
really
stuff.
exist? Like, if
Yeah.
you think about when HIV/AIDS came on the scene, it was crazy. Like, people didn't want to be in the same room with someone because they thought just by air you would, contract the disease. Now people don't make that connection. So when it's disconnected from
So they
you,
don't even know how serious
Yeah, they don't
AIDS,
know.
AIDS is or
Yeah.
HIV is. It's wild. But
Well, they wanna feel it.
oh, they fucking around.
Like,
The find out is soon come.
mhm.
Soon come. I'm going to get my shots. And normally I'll skip a shot or two.
Yeah,
You
So
know,
is this a definite thing?
Mhm.
This is a
it's
definite
happening
thing?
in Florida.
Okay.
and mind you, a lot of people that if they're in Florida, they're back and forth between New York and Florida.
Oh hell.
I'm telling you, it's just it be so much happening where people just think everything is a conspiracy.
Now,
Everything is not and this goes back to like the anti-intellectualism. So again, I said this earlier. You think things are a conspiracy when you don't understand how things work. You know what I mean? If you don't understand that it takes water and sun to make a tomato grow, you might think that a fucking alien put it there. And you're willing to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Again, so if you don't know how things happen, or if you don't even have the fucking modicum of sense to know how things happen, everything is gonna be a conspiracy. And right now, the fact that we've somehow allowed this anti-intellectualism to like penetrate into our society, and it came from when COVID happened. It was heavy when COVID happened. And when that happened, people just started jumping on the bandwagon. Like as if E no longer equals MC squared. You know what I mean? As if pi is no longer what, 3.14.
you got a lot of time on their hand.
But you understand what I'm saying? It's like they just forgot everything. And I'm not saying there are not conspiracies. Absolutely not saying that, because there are. And a lot of them are created and perpetrated by our government. You know what I mean? Because they're really the all-powerful entity that can actually do that as far as affecting multitudes of people. But like, really?
It was
Shots?
Yeah.
Shots.
And I feel like during COVID, it was a time of panic and the time where people were also believing that COVID came from the government. So I feel like that's when I started to see people be very against getting vaccines. I don't know if it existed before with other things before COVID.
I think I think there's always been like a fringe group of people that were against vaccines, but the things that they're on the fringe, so it's such a small amount that this is not going to affect everybody else.
Yeah.
For the most part, my opinion.
The group grows.
Oh, child. So how do you go back from this? Like, I'm just saying, like, okay, let's say your auntie, right? Her name is Kim. No, we're going to call her Susan, right? Your Aunt Susie.
Okay.
Your Aunt Susie, she believes in all this not vaccinating your kids, X, Y, and Z, but now she has breast cancer. My question is, at what point do you start believing science?
But some people need to see to believe.
Yeah, and I actually do think that, and you're right, some people actually need to see what other people are doing or not doing to be like, let me go get that shot.
Yeah.
Anywho, you know what? Good luck, Florida.
Okay, let's watch this Brittany Renner.
Oh, I saw it. You haven't seen it yet?
I did, but I just didn't remember
Okay.
what they were yelling about.
Honestly, I was confused too.
I don't remember, but what are they arguing about? What are they yelling about?
That was what I didn't understand, how they started arguing. It seems like she gave the kid to him, and then the kid started crying or whatever, or being agitated.
The consensus really is that they're saying this is the quintessential bitter baby mother, because he comes to pick up his son. His wife is in the car. She gets about $11,000.
And he's young, isn't he?
Oh, he's much younger than her.
How old is he?
25.
I don't know how
or-
old is she.
I know they
either,
were
though.
saying that she was basically like a predator.
And he's in the NBA or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, right. Okay.
And Alan said he just signed a $90 million contract.
Good for him. Congrats.
And I'm sure that's kind of rubbing her the wrong way because she's like, how he has 90 million and I'm only getting $11,000 in a month out of him.
She's 33.
Well, but if she's worried about how much her son is receiving, then
And he's
she should.
27.
So just 6 years.
Yeah, but
I thought it was
not
way
ba-
worse than that.
yeah, that's
I thought
not
so
that
too.
crazy.
That's not that bad.
Maybe when it happened because he was so much younger. Maybe that's what it was. Because I remember being like,
Maybe he was like
yikes,
24 and she probably was like, what?
30.
So maybe people see it that way where.
Something. It did seem more egregious at the time.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you feel like the child's father should be paying more based on what he's making and then just go request for an adjustment. Like, why do you really don't have to do all of this?
Because she may get less. I think there's some lessons being shelled out these days that people are a little apprehensive in these cases. Just to be like, why do you need more? Like, please explain, especially if you have shared custody.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need more than 11,000? I don't know. I don't know the custody situation, but the fact that
there's no way he has full or they can't have shared custody or equal custody simply because of his job. There's no way.
True.
So she likely has primary and maybe he gets weekends
and
or,
stuff. But like, why are you doing the most?
She is a very bitter person. Now, of course, I don't know her personally, but
It appears.
it appears that not even this. I've actually recently watched the newest season of Basketball Wives, which I don't know why they put her back on there.
I didn't even know she was on it.
She was on it 2 seasons ago. And
then she was gone.
Then she was gone on the last season. But in the season that she originally came in, she said, I don't like you group of women. I don't feel like I fit in here. You guys just bitter and you guys fight with each other. Nothing's positive. You guys keep talking about sisterhood. Nobody's sisters here, which is actually pretty true. I respected her for saying that and walking away from the show, but then she was back.
Then you come back.
Then she came back.
Then she was back. She dated, who did she date?
Gates.
The rapper?
Yes, Kevin Gates.
I thought they were married.
Oh yes, they did get married for a very short period of time.
I don't know what kind of marriage that was because he was obviously still married to Drika.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yes, very sticky situation. I wasn't 100% on what that was, but she also became Muslim for a while.
Okay. I think I remember that. She was wearing the head.
She
She
came.
was wearing a hijab and all.
Yeah, all of this, and claimed to be changing her ways and trying to better her life. So she came back on Basketball Wives with this whole change, but she was such a dark spirit on this show. Like, she really was, and it infuriated me. This video doesn't surprise me, even though I have no idea what's going on.
It's not clear.
It's not clear, but it doesn't surprise me that this is how she behaves towards her baby father. Every time you pick him up and he cries, we're going to record it. Why?
Yeah, that
Like,
happens.
Exactly. Like,
But so
if this is his primary home, it would make sense that, him going with someone else would make him cry.
right.
It doesn't mean he's a bad father if that's what you're trying to insinuate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and then calling his now wife a hoe, her and the mother. Actually, is that her mother?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
She actually went the whole season of Basketball Wives saying that she hates her mother and they have a horrible relationship.
I saw a clip on Instagram of that the other day.
Is that her mother?
Mm-hmm. It's her mother.
Yeah, this is getting weirder. They're recording, calling the wife a hoe. That's not a hoe. Like, that's his wife. They have no respect. I don't know. Very, very weird video.
One thing that people should understand, and I can, because they weren't together when she had that baby, right?
I don't think so. I think she just became pregnant.
Right.
Well, what I just read on PJ said that he had together, you mean they weren't married? But
No,
they
they
were in
weren't
a
in a
relationship.
relationship.
I don't think they were when she had.
Well, it said he has their kid from a previous relationship. with
Right, but
Brittany
what I'm saying,
Renner.
I think when the child came to be, I don't know if they were together. Is what I'm saying.
Like in a committed, we're together
Yeah.
relationship.
It may have.
Okay.
I could be totally wrong. I don't know, but that's just what I thought.
Okay, I don't know the facts either.
I don't know Brittany Renner.
I forgot what I was saying. But I don't know. I think people should understand that like you're going to always attract more. Attract more flies with honey or attract more bees with flies.
You get more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
Vinegar, yeah. Is it flies or bees?
I always thought it was flies.
Okay, I thought it was flies too. Okay. But yeah, and I understand you may be jealous or you're mad that you okay, bitter, whatever. Like you may be jealous of his wife, and you may be mad about
The money.
how much money you think that your child should be getting. But like, play the fucking game. Like, how dense are you that you don't understand that if you just play nice, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get what you want? Like, that's the part I really don't understand.
She
Because-
really does have a nasty like attitude, like a nasty spirit. She really does. And to be honest,
Nasty gal.
I just read that he has
More kids?
2 more kids with his wife.
Oh, this
Okay.
wife. Okay.
Well, yeah, so it's just like it's not like that's the only kid. So like you like berating him for, child support as if like, "Oh, you got this wife and you're paying you're spending money on her and you're not taking care of your kid." It's like
Wait a minute.
that's not the narrative.
Wait a minute. Okay. I didn't know he had more other kids. So I will say this. His child with Brittany Renner should be living the exact same life and be afforded the exact same opportunities, everything as his kids with his wife. I will say that. So maybe she making that $11,000 comment because she knows that there's something that her child isn't getting that the wife's kids are getting.
I don't even think that it's greedy for her to want more money if there is more money for her to get.
That's
But-
why I said she should ask for an
Exact-
adjustment.
But it's just like that's a simple conversation, or you go through the fucking.
But you gotta. The problem is play fucking nice. Like, how else do you expect to get what you want? Like, you know this guy's temperament. You know how he reacts. Clearly, being up in his face talking shit is not going to help your case. So it's like, why do you still feel the need? It's like that need to just say something.
Yeah.
It's like
I also don't even get the like bitter baby mama narrative being jealous of his now wife because she also was just married to a whole nother guy. You moved on, he moved on. You guys were in 2 different relationships after this kid.
That's true.
So what is the disrespect to the wife about? Like, I don't understand.
I think honestly the wife was there, so she just became like a casualty, and she
But
was
for no reason. It's not like she butted in
doesn't matter
or said
She probably
anything
said
like
something.
She didn't even come out the car though. She stayed in
she
the
was.
car.
She literally was sitting there so quiet.
Nah.
And,
But-
and the mom said, "To your hoe, give to your hoe." I don't know what the mom said, but what? Why are you even saying that to her?
I don't know. We don't know what their background is or what has transpired. We don't know. All I'm saying, real talk, he really should have came up there by himself. Like, why? No, because why would you put, you know Brittany's temperament. This isn't your first rodeo with Brittany and her mom. No, Alan. Okay, again, this comes down to knowing your audience, right? So you have 2 options. One is either you come here by yourself to pick up your child and you have if there's an issue, it's between you and Brittany and whoever's there, right? But then if you bring your wife, you're bringing a whole nother level or a whole nother layer in there that puts somebody at risk of somebody saying something to her, doing something to her, and she becomes an innocent bystander of some bullshit.
You probably needed a witness.
This is
Stay at home.
this is where I disagree because this is his wife. This is not
Don't disagree.
a girlfriend.
Don't disagree.
This is not a little friend or anything like that. I think that it's almost disrespectful to tell his wife to say, my baby mama's crazy, so I don't want you to come with me. Like, no, I'm your wife, and whatever she dealing with, she got to deal with us now. It's not just you. Like, we're a partnership now. So
I don't disagree with that position. However, now that your wife is here, you've brought her into something that she didn't got called a hoe, and she getting excited on camera. People all over the country seeing this. Like, that didn't have to be the situation. Because real talk, if she just sat there and was like docile about it, then people would still have something to say. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying the wife doesn't know Brittany. He knows her. So it's like, and they're taping it. So if it's being taped and, for everybody's security, I guess, like, why would it be an issue? Why would his wife have to be there? And I'm not saying that should be the case, but to avoid some stupid shit like the confrontation they had, now it's all over wherever, like, she didn't have to be a part of it. And now the wife is a part of some foolishness that really ain't her problem.
This is how these exchanges start happening at police stations, because it escalates so much every time.
Yeah.
So now you have to do these exchanges at the police station.
With a guardian.
Which is probably so, like, much for a kid.
Going to a police station.
You have no choice because parents are acting like they don't know how to co-parent. And Brittany Renner did too much. I don't know if she's trying to build a case. I don't know what the deal is. She was combative from the get. Like, girl, the baby will be all right.
To the point where I didn't even understand how the whole thing
she opened the door aggressive, ready to go. First of all, the child is also going off of your energy.
Yeah.
You need to be calming the kid down. This is daddy. Like, if you in your heart, for real, think this man is harming your son, there's no way you're letting that boy go. You're going to call the police. He's not leaving with my son. That's number one. You are escalating the situation. The kid is upset. Now you're upset. The kid sees you're upset.
Yep.
She did too much.
I agree. What I do see is that you don't have no microphone. Let's be real. The way they both reacted, they both lack emotional regulation.
She just like her mama, and she so badly wants to break the cycle.
No, not her mom. First of all, her mama shouldn't even been there. Just like I feel like the wife probably should have stayed at home. The mama shouldn't have been there. Or if she was there, she should have sat her ass down somewhere, But as far as being emotionally regulated, think about how many times you done been around somebody and you just be like, man, shut your stupid ass up. Like, you ignore them because you already know that if you react, it is going to be a big brouhaha. You know what I mean? And that's why I said both of them lack a particular emotional regulation and maturity. Because real talk, he was trying to keep it cordial. You could tell he didn't want no pressure, no heat or whatever. But then when she turned up, he also turned up. If you're emotionally regulated, again, I'm not trying to point fingers or anything. What I'm saying is that Brittany came out the gate on some shit, right? And then as a consequence, he reacted. And now they're both turned up. And I think that if they were both emotionally regulated, that wouldn't have happened, because she could yap all she wants. The thing is that she knows him. She knows what button to push. She knows what's going to get him excited, everything. And then he just fall right into it. But if he was regulated, he'll just let her keep talking and be like, look, okay, cool. Like, whatever was going on with her, if he would have been calm, I also think the kid on some level would have still had a level of calmness about him. Because it ain't like he don't know his daddy. He knows exactly, what his parents are, whether the kid is going off of her vibes or whatever. End of the day, I'm not saying that he had to, but had he not reacted to her and would have showed more control over his emotions, it would have never escalated to the point that it got to. My little 2 cents, but who am I? Who am I? That's all I got to say.
Okay, so we're talking about not settling and not taking scraps. So why is it still shocking when a Black creator, entrepreneur, professional says no to scraps and insists on ownership, fair equity, and respect? Like, why is it an issue?
I'll take a stab at it. I think that because of the country that we live in, there is always an idea that Black people are on the bottom. And because we're on the bottom, we should be happy and elated and overjoyed by anything that comes our way, you know? And I think that at a time that was in fact the case. But the thing is that as we've become more creative, in the sciences, in the arts, just literally in everything, as much as we have done, we rightfully so should not be just taking whatever's just thrown at us. And I think because people want to look at us at being on the bottom, they're just appalled
Right.
when we don't just take whatever is being given. You know what I'm saying? At a minimum, we should be demanding, like, this is what I do and this is what I charge, period. Unless you're offering something, some sort of barter with that money, so you're offering me X and the money, and it makes sense for me to take it, I'm not taking it. And I get why people, and I would say the same thing, it happens to women a lot too. You know, you don't have to take the scraps, because at what point will you ever, if you continue taking scraps, at what point will you ever be in a position to refuse said scraps? That's my biggest thing. Because how do you get out of that?
Saying no. You got to test them. Say no.
You're right.
And see if anything
See what
else.
they- yeah.
See if they come in with anything else. Not accepting that.
Because if you want me, you want me. If you want my content, you want my content. If not, all right,
The
you.
idea that you should just be grateful.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
Right.
You're so a boss. You're a master. Yeah, like come on.
Show is hot in here, bro.
Right.
I was just telling Alan when we were sitting by the bar, I'm like, I've been putting some of my outfits, like my one-time stuff on Depop. It's a website where you put your clothes up to sell. But on the website, you can put in offers. Like if I have something up there for, and this is the literal example, $70.
It's like eBay.
You can put in an offer for $65. And I can decide whether I want to take the $65 or decline it. Now, I did have a set up there for $70. I bought the set for $90, but I put it up there for $70. I wore the top of the set once, and I bought it like 4 years ago. So it's not even available on the website anymore. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it down $20.
Mm-hmm.
This one girl, I won't say her race, but she keeps badgering me. And I do want to use the word badgering because for like a week now, she keeps putting in offers for a very low amount and writing me saying, can you please accept this? Can you please accept this? This is all I have. And she's giving me all of these different circumstances. And I did explain to her, I'm like, hey, listen, I paid this much for it. So I'm already taking a pay cut,
Yeah.
putting it out for as much as I did. I don't want to take
eBay.
I was like, I don't want to
eBay.
take.
You only get a few offers. Once you reach your offer max, that's the end of it.
So she wanted to pay $55, right? And she said,
Your number was 70.
70. And she said, hopefully, $15 is not too much of a loss for you. And that's when I stopped responding to her, because you're not going to disrespect me like this, because I had already explained to her that I originally bought it for $90, because baby girl, it's not just a $15 loss. Like,
Right.
what?
And at that point is what, 35?
Yeah.
It don't matter. You could put it on there for $100 if you wanted to. Like,
If I wanted to, right? Anyways, I stopped responding to her. She actually did put in another offer either earlier today or late last night. I don't remember, but it
She's
was
desperate. She's
it was now for $60. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually not even communicating with you anymore. Unless you buy it for full price, me and you have nothing to talk about anymore.
Go ahead and mark it up to 90.
that's what you should do.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done, right? But
didn't
she
know that.
actually, while I was sitting there at the bar, purchased it for $70.
Of course she did. This is all I got.
Yeah, she's a haggler.
But that's not my
That's
problem.
not an essential to life. It's an outfit.
Exactly.
That's all I got.
She was like, I really want to wear this to my gig, please. Okay.
I'm like, it's
come with some
hopefully
more money.
$15 ain't that hard for you.
I should have got her
Hit
ass with that.
Yeah.
But I was just I felt so disrespected with that with that
That's why you
text.
should have brought it to 90.
Yeah.
I felt so disrespected by her saying that I was like, I'm not even responding to her anymore. I'm not. I said what I said. And there's no need for me to argue about it either. So
You know what that makes me think about? It makes me think about them $3.
What
That
$3?
clip I sent. I don't know. Is that on the thing? I don't know.
what $3? You know I don't be
I
watching.
know
no
we're
videos.
going in order, so let me not mess up Alan.
No, is it on there?
Alan's little schedule.
Okay, sorry guys. We'll talk about the $3. My self-worth and self-confidence shines. Okay? Like I think that also I don't know if it gives desperate for money because I'm selling my stuff. I just have a lot of nice shit that I know I'm not going to wear again. It's the only purpose for those things being on that website, but
I'm not mad
it's
at it.
never giving desperate for
smart.
money. It's never giving that. So honestly, don't let people lowball you because of your race, especially. Know your worth, know what you bring to the table, and don't let anyone try to give you anything less than that ever.
You know, I think a lot of people be saying that they
The more
suffer
you know.
from imposter syndrome. And because they suffer from imposter syndrome, that's why they sell themselves short. Like somehow they don't deserve.
I'm not gonna lie, I
That
don't
could
get
be
it.
very true. I understand that.
so.
I can
I
see
might
that.
be an imposter, but I'm gonna have everybody else thinking that I am who I say I am. Let me fight my own demons in the back when I'm at home by myself. Me and my glass of wine. I can deal with that. But I'm not finna put my second guesses about myself or my talents, because we all second guess ourselves. You know what I mean? But I'm not finna put that out for the world to see. I'm just not. And that's really just you playing your best hand. Because think about it. How many people have a job and you fake it till you make it?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'm right there with you.
Exactly. Like, why on earth? I don't know. Y'all, please just work on yourself, love. And, I think for those of you who have like fucked up parents and they didn't really like speak life into you, I can really see how that is a very hard thing to get past. Or like, even if you never had like a good teacher or your grandparents, anybody that was just in your corner and they didn't like just automatically like imbue you with like a spirit of like self-worth and confidence and, fake it till you make it. Like, whatever it takes, I think in order to be successful in this country, because I won't even say in this world, but I think you have to put a lot of energy into building that part of yourself. You have to, because somebody who is a predator, they can sniff that out in, like that. And they will take advantage of you.
Mhm.
And sometimes not even on purpose. It's just you a mark. And so it's easy. And people don't, sometimes when you have such a strong personality and a strong demeanor or whatever, it just happens,
Yeah.
you know?
It really does matter how you show up for yourself, how you
Yes.
represent yourself.
And advocate for yourself. I love the fact that like Black women have had like a sort of like shift when it comes to like advocating for ourselves and being able, even though we might deal with like doubt and whether we're capable, imposter, whatever, whoever the fuck made that up, I don't even know. They always trying to put a label on something,
I don't know about this one.
right? But I hear it all the time. I hear imposter
it.
syndrome.
I think Viola
It's
Davis.
a real thing.
No, I know it's a real thing. Viola Davis had a whole
in her book.
she did an interview and she basically was talking about, I'm a great actress. And the thing is, I would be around Meryl and all these different actresses. And I'm like, why not me?
Yep.
Why don't I deserve to take this lead? Why shouldn't I be nominated for an Oscar? I gave a great performance. And then she talks about the struggle that she had with imposter syndrome. Like, do I really belong here? Am I as good as them? And then the kind of back and forth, the self-doubt that people have. But I think we all have doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a normal part of being a human being. But I don't know about this imposter syndrome situation.
I think it's something that we all
Unless you're
deal
being
with.
a real imposter.
Well, yeah, probably. But I think it's something that we all deal with, but I think there are levels to it. You know what I mean?
That makes you wonder, like, am I an imposter? Are you guys just hyping me up?
But even if I am an imposter, I don't care. Like, I'm finna put on a show as if I'm not. Like, I don't, baby, I got Google, and these days we got Chat GPT. We got everything at our fingertips. If you can't show up somewhere and appear to not be an imposter, that's on you. Take your L and take your ass home. I just, come on now. These days, I just don't think it is, it's harder to be an imposter these days.
Right.
Like, it's so easy to at least show up and appear to be whatever it is you're trying to be or do or whatever, you know? Anyway, I'm tired of all these like psychology.
And plus, most of these people don't even know. You sit at a round table with most of these execs, okay? There's just as lost as you wouldn't believe.
Right.
Okay, so don't feel like an imposter because
Exactly.
if that's the case, everybody in that room is one. Have
So-
one conversation.
Literally yesterday, I was on my walk and some man stops me. Now, literally no one talks to me while I go on my walks. So I'm like, I take off my AirPod and he's just like, is this a palm tree on the back of, I have a tattoo on the palm of a palm tree. And I'm like, yes. He was like, I've been looking for that. He said he's a photographer
Oh.
and he's been wanting to do a Haitian culture photo shoot
Oh, that's
with
Jamaican, my bad.
men because you guys have a palm tree in the middle of your flag.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, if you're interested, you can look at my page and decide if you want to be a part of it. Your face won't even be in it. We just need your back.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would be like hugged up on a man. And I'm like, okay. I was like, is this a paid shoot? He was like, he laughed at me. And he was like, you want me to pay you for a tattoo? Now, what this man does not know is that I model for real.
And you get paid for real.
And I get paid for photographers asking me to do something for them. But even if I was, you don't know that I model. Because he actually also said, like, if you ever aspire to model, like, I don't know, let me know. Maybe we can exchange some work or whatever. And I was like, yeah, we might could do that. We might could exchange some work. Because I looked at his page and he is really good.
Not just trying to lure you into a warehouse.
Right. But also, you
First
see
thing I
somebody,
think about.
you don't know anything about me,
Right.
but you saw me on the street and you thought that I was going to be willing to do something for you for free?
Hey, baby, I don't know you.
Why?
That is so random to me.
This is not anything for
wild.
me. I don't need a Haitian culture photo shoot. Like, this is for you. My face not even going to be in it. What is it in for me?
I don't even get, like,
That's wild.
maybe I don't get the artistic vision.
Me neither. I wasn't really getting it. So it's not anything that I was like,
Regardless of getting it, the fact that he wanted you to expend your time, right? Your makeup, because you're going to go there, you're going to do your hair, you're going to do your makeup, you're going to show up with some decent clothes on. He wants you to do all of this
for
for
free.
free. Oh, and your gas.
and he laughed at me.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I hope you sent him on his silly ass way.
Why would you laugh if you need me for something?
You gotta paint a palm tree in somebody else's back. That's what you should have said.
Honestly,
Which is easy.
if you're a photographer, you could easily get a
He might not know
body
Photoshop.
painter or somebody to actually just do a palm tree on
He
someone.
don't know
Like
Photoshop.
he was like,
Man,
I've
you
been
sure he
looking
wasn't
for
trying to
that.
pick you up?
No, I mean no.
What's his name? Blast him. Don't use his services.
He wasn't rude to me, so I'm not gonna blast him. But it was this. I don't.
It was rude.
Was it?
It's very assuming and
It's very rude.
like, you gonna be so thirsty. Like, yes, anything to take my picture.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about this. This is not something I care about. Why would I want to do this for free?
Like, sir, I'm on a walk.
And you are a stranger.
Right. Above all. Oh,
Very
Jesus.
crazy.
That was so nice of you the way you responded.
I thought it was.
I know it was nice because that wouldn't have been my response.
Yeah, you must look very friendly when you're on about your walk.
I don't. No one ever stops to talk to me. I don't think that I do.
But I think you have a friendly face.
You do have a friendly
Really?
face.
Yeah.
I look crazy. I look like do not.
My husband said the other day that I don't have a friendly face.
You don't.
Aaron, you don't.
But I be smiling.
When you smile, you do.
Yeah.
But when it's resting, no.
Yeah. So I think maybe you probably have a friendly
I don't
face.
think
It seems
that-
welcoming.
Welcome.
I definitely. I used to think that I had resting bitch face. Maybe I don't.
You do not.
No, you have a very friendly face.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Look at it. It's just like
And the funny thing, look, you want to know something? When I
I
try
wish
to
you guys can see her face mocking me.
when I try to have a friendly face and be like, people
It-
think I'm being condescending, like I'm
no,
being
that
an
looks like
asshole.
a sarcastic smile. Like,
yeah, it does look like that.
like bitch,
But
get
see,
the fuck away from me.
Like, here we go.
I'm like,
You look like I'm just waiting for you to mess up. Go ahead and do it.
I really just be trying to look friendly. That's all. And you
That's
know what?
funny.
I'm at that one got to go to my daddy. That's his fault. Because my mama, I think she has a friendly face. My daddy,
She's always smiling anytime we see her.
my daddy, he look like he mad all the time. Don't even matter. He even smiled like this. Like literally, when I was in college, my dad got braces. Right, my dad is super vain, and superficial. Probably didn't. I ain't gonna say he didn't need them, but like his teeth were really fine. He has the same teeth as all of his siblings. None of them have ever had braces. Everybody's teeth are fine. People didn't even know for the longest that my daddy had braces because you know how some people, their teeth don't show when they smile or when they talk or whatever. So people didn't even know he had braces for the longest. And again, because he's always like, people didn't know. He like, all right. But I know it sounds crazy, but I promise I'm being 100% serious.
Well, it's good. It's good to be.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think I want to just close with this. I do think there are times when an opportunity comes your way, you do have to weigh the pros and the cons and figure out how maybe perhaps they're using you, but how you can also use them in kind or in turn, you know? But I think that is something that you have to figure out before you feel like, oh, they're trying to use me or they're trying to give me scraps or whatever. Because real talk, they may be using you, but you're also equally using them and it's also to your benefit. So I'm actually okay with that sort of exchange.
If you're calculating and
Yeah.
strategic.
Of course, if you have gone through the mental gymnastics of figuring that out, yes. But I do think that we, especially women, we definitely need to think twice about opportunities that come our way and how, you know, the decisions we make regarding them and not selling ourselves short.
So screw that photographer.
Yeah, that nigga's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically was like, you should just be so lucky that I'm even
Come
going
model
to
for free.
click for you.
Yeah. If modeling is ever something you want to do in your future, like
Maybe
So
I'll get
silly,
out
so
of my
silly.
face, child.